Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Pinches it off him. Now it's Del Piero. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable. The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
Davids. But it's Thuram. And he's intervened well there. Icon. Pullet. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Gattuso is sporting a guilty look. And Del Piero! Pirlo. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's Messi. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Ambitious ball here. He has a look up. Ibrahimovic! Goal! Manchester United!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Gattuso. Plenty to... Shot at goal! It's hit the upright. It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Ibrahimovic at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Vietnam grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Pullet. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Shot, and the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's only too happy to take that back. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it into space. And it's Maicon. Maicon's cross. Up he goes! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Point-blank header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Tries to pass it through.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Gullit, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter is on.
There will be
Manchester United finding their passes. Gullit, big chance! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cutting.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Today, please have your
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Gattuso, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Vieira. Gullit. Now Gattuso. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pirlo. Sergi. Pirlo. Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gattuso, and he's had a hit! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Gattuso brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Sergi is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Still they trail, and time is ticking away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that's definitely not his best. Gullit. Ibrahimovic. And it's Gullit. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Ibrahimovic is standing over this one.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. What a throw in. Davids. Vieira. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? It's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. While the chip pass hasn't quite come off. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Gullit. Gattuso. And Gullit! And that's a real chance missed.
Gullit has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitutions taking place.
Vietnam have their second corner now. He's cut it out. Danger averted for now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gullit wins the duel this time. Tries to play it through. Gullit. Nicely weighted ball. Pepe proves too strong, too smart. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's there to get it away.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Maicon. Maicon hurtling down that right flank. Pepe with the clearance. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Skims one in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Added time.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pirlo clears. Oh no, what has happened here? And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on,
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Maicon's cross. He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's Ibrahimovic, and here's Del Piero. That's good running with the ball. Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can clear their lines. Cross goes in there. Neymar is there to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And he can clear it away. Maicon. Passes short and sharp. He's got to goal! It's a searching pass. That is good alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Sergi is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Not the most accurate pass. Casillas punts it upfield. And that's been won straight back. Maicon. Looking for the run. Now it's Del Piero. In towards the backstep. He gets big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's Messi. And this is Del Piero. Shoots! And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Good ball, good take. And this is Del Piero. Nice control. Messi. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. A probing pass. Pepe clears it away. Gattuso out to the right. And he's whipped and up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Gullit wins the duel this time. Gullit dominates aerially so often. Ibrahimovic. And it's Maicon. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. That's a throw. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. That is ended up in no man's land. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Out towards the flank. And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that's aimed into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Messi. Can he finish? Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Minutes has been indicated.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender.
Big header! They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Manchester United get the second half going.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And they're quick to get it back. And it's Messi. And the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that's fabulous. Pirlo. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Vietnam are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Messi. Now Gattuso. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance here to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Baresi. Davids. Pirlo. That has been slung wide. Played into space out wide. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's gone for a throw-in. There's the shot! He's gone direct here. Pull it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The referee's awarded a free kick. Ibrahimovic ready to try one. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cannavaro, the man that is tenacity personified. And he stands tall, impenetrable. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on what should a goal! And again the keeper stands strong. So, third corner of the game. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. Cantona. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he's going to have his name taken. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And it's Maicon. Fired deep towards the back post. Czech deals with that nice and simple.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Strokes it back. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that pass isn't the best. Michael. Pull it. Davids. Pirlo. Thuram. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this?
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Very much into the last knockings. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Decent chance! It's in! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is. And that is as far as it goes. Vietnam are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
And we come to you now.
Ibrahimovic, a huge performance, answering the call.
In football.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Well, there was a time when Hungary ruled world football, inspired by the mighty Magyars, a team that went 32 games unbeaten, which was something quite unheard of in those days, and leading their front line was a man known as the Galloping Major.
Ferenc Puskás, a man who boasted a strike rate greater than a goal a game, and this is a career which spanned nigh on 800 games. Incredible, quite incredible.
Absolutely so, described as beyond world class, a player from the land of dreams. What will Hungary's greatest ever magician have up his sleeve today?
Lots.
Oh, that's a key interception. Davids. Pirlo. Thuram. And he's forced to go back. Vieira. Baresi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And this is Puskás! And Puskás! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Played back into the centre. Maicon plays the return pass. Quarter of an hour played. Gullit touches it back. Cannavaro. Vietnam are behind here despite their domination of possession. Thuram. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Davids. And here's Stojkovic. That's a little off target. Gattuso running with the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. It's out for a goal kick. Davids. Xavi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And it's Messi. Knocks it out wide. Maicon. Maicon. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Driving on and making good progress. Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chance to shoot! And again!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Gattuso. Pull it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Xavi Alonso. Well read, nice interception. Can he get on the end of this? He's through and all, real chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Maicon goes short. And now they can clear their lines. Fired deep towards the back post. Now he's off and running. And he was quick to react. That has not gone well. Looking for options for movement. Maicon tries making a foray down the right. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sergi. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Del Piero. Probing pass.
There will be one
Big
more
header!
added time.
That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Puskas. Now it's Gullit. And there is the half-time whistle. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Vietnam really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And the game has already resumed here.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware...
Big chance! They've scored! The second half off to a spectacular start. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Gattuso. Maicon conjures time and space where few can. Gullit. Vieira. And it's Gullit. Baresi. To Messi. Gullit. And it's Xavi Alonso. Played into space. That's good vision. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! And it's Pirlo. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Vieira. Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Xavi Alonso. Stojkovic. It's Xavi Alonso. Sergi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's through here. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Gullit tries a measured ball. Tries to get it clear.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Gullit. In by Gullit. Pepe clears it away.
Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Del Piero. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Ibrahimovic is standing over this one. Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Danger averted for now. Spread it left. Now it's Gullit. Vietnam are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Cannavaro. And here's Ibrahimovic. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Gattuso. And that has left him in a heap.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Gullit.
There will be 3
Tries to
minutes
play it
added
through.
time.
Tries a shot!
Well, at the moment, we're seeing an attempt to manage the advantage.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Done delicately. No way through, so back it comes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that will be it. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the
And
surprise
now,
for me was
please
seeing a
turn
team
towards
look
the
so
screen
feeble
for
in
a
what is
special
usually a strongly
presentation
protected
featuring our
area,
guest
but the centre of their
performance today.
defence looked open.